guys. Okay, so this is the walkthrough of this deck from Elrond, who is spaced between the notes. He has a YouTube video, which I'll link down below. He has a YouTube channel, which I'll link down below. This is his Spirit Doodle cards, and he's been working on them for a really long time. And so graciously sent me a copy so I could do a walkthrough. And like I was saying last night, if you saw my video last night, I kind of mentioned them real quick, and I'm blown away. I'm blown away. This deck is such a spiritual ride, and not at all what I expected. At all. In a great way. Not at all what I expected. So when you get the deck, it comes in this cute little hard box, 2-piece box, and you open it up. And there's 2 ways that you can get the book. There's a PDF that you can download. He gives you the download, the link for it, or you can order it as a book on Lulu. I downloaded it and I printed it out because I need that paper copy. I know it's terrible and I'm trying not to need it as much as I used to, but I need that paper copy. And I will tell you, this book is extensive. And you all know me. I'm not a book person usually when it comes to decks. This book is like, I feel like I'm going to do shadow work with this deck because the book is amazing. It is unbelievably amazing. It's over 200 pages long. And each card, there's 50 cards in here, and each card has like 4 or 5 pages of, he goes through, first of all, there's an introduction. He has his own spreads he's put in there. It goes through, he has quotes that he felt like they went with each of the cards. He has the prompt that started the card to begin with. He channeled these cards when he was connecting with spirit. He channeled the cards. He has keywords. He has what tree he felt that went with this, what animal, what element, what chakra, what crystals, what guides, and then some extra stuff. He has the music. This is what I really am loving, is the music that goes with each card. He has several songs for each card, and they range from classical piano music to pop to Broadway and I'm telling you, each one really brings something else out of the card that I never have experienced anything like with this deck. So I'm telling you, this is a huge thing. Let me just go through the deck a little bit. First of all, here's the back of the cards, and they're a smaller card. Here's our Rider-Waite that we've been using. And this is the card. So I really like this size card for what this is. I don't think we need a big, huge card for these images. I don't think we need a big, huge card to carry around. I love that the box is small and can fit my purse. I can throw out my purse in the morning and bring it with me. And then we have the PDF, so I can always, download it and look at it if I'm doing something at work on my off time. So this is the back of the cards. And I love that orange color, boy. It really hits you right in the sacral chakra. It is so sacred geometry. It's so deep. Without being this intricate image, it's extremely deep. So this is the front of the first card, the art card here, the information card. So it has all his information on here, what the name of the deck is. His name, his spiritual name on YouTube and such is spaced between the notes because he is a musician and I believe like a music teacher. He's getting his doctorate. He's brilliant guy. And just, I can't say enough about this deck. I can't wait to be able to use this deck. The only thing I wish that I could do like a series with this deck on YouTube, because with the music in the background and stuff, because it just connects everything so well. I can't even tell you. Maybe we could do it on Facebook, but I hear Facebook is cracking down on that too. So the card stock is great. It's a small card. It is, you can see it's going to be good for like riffle shuffling and everything. There's 50 cards here. So the first card is no. And you see we have why it's called Spirit Doodle. He started off with this doodle, and then he would fill in some of the spaces. Some are left white on purpose. Some are filled in with black. Some have some of the color to it. And it was just very intuitively done, and he was channeling spirit. So we have no, and we have the element symbol here for fire. So if you go to the book for the card of no, and what I'm going to do is just kind of show you what we have for the card of no. So he prints out, he has a picture of it, and it's actually in color. I don't have a color printer, but it is actually the color of what the card is. And then the first thing he lists here is a quote. The art of leadership. Now let me continue to show the card here. The art of leadership is saying no, not saying yes. It is very easy to say yes. And that's a quote from Tony Blair. And so it says, saying no is a fierce challenge. The problem is most of us want to be nice and please others first. So we say yes. Can you do me this favor? Yes. Do you have a second? Yes. The expectation is we will give of ourselves regardless of what is on our plate. We aspire to be selfless. It's the right thing to do. To be able to say no, we need to become selfish. And who wants that? So true. I'm going through this thing with my mother, and so true. I wish I could say no, but I don't think I have it in me yet. Maybe I need to study this card more, right? I have an ambivalent relationship with the word no. On the one hand, it's easy for me to say no to trying new things, opportunities, or people. On the other hand, I have a problem saying no when people ask me for help. I suspect it's the empath's curse. And yes, absolutely. Any of you who are empaths like me know that is the case. As empaths, we see the problem, we know the solution, and we want to help. We have a hard time prioritizing what we need to get done first and say, no, I would like to keep my energy to myself today and work on my own agenda. Go save yourself. So that is, he just goes all the way through the information that you need for this card. And I'm not going to read all of it, obviously, but when this card comes up, what are you being asked to do? And he lists, you are being asked to pause and say no. Maybe to those around you or maybe to yourself. It's okay. You will survive and they will too. Who is that hard, right? Like I said, I'm in this situation where I just really feel like I need to say no, and I don't feel like I can yet. Maybe I will work on it. And then some more information. The prompt was say no. Keywords: don't let it in, stop, face opposition, don't shy away from conflict, assert yourself. Some great keywords in there. Look, so then this is the shadow. So he does have some reversed meanings on the shadow side of no. That doesn't mean you have to read a reversal, but if you're feeling like this isn't connecting with you, perhaps it's coming in its shadow side, which for no would be being a contrarian, running away from conflict, pleasing, lack of awareness in the moment. Emotion when you get this card: overwhelmed, confrontational, angry. Oh, I'm all of the above right now. Emotion to develop: confidence, assertiveness, self-knowledge. Just gives you permission to say, you know what, it's right. It's good for me to do this. So it's funny that this happens to be the first card because, boy, this is the card I really need today. Affirmation. So this is the thing you're going to repeat over and over. If nothing else, I love an affirmation phrase that you can meditate with this card, look at it, and just repeat an affirmation. Sometimes that really helps to build what you need. I have the freedom now to decide what I say yes and no to. I let go of the expectations of others. Whew. That's huge. That's huge. And that's something so needed. Self-care activity. Practice saying no. Start with the small stuff and gradually build your stamina to encompass more important issues. You can't be expected to say no to injustice if you can't say no to a food you don't like. Whoo, guilty. And then this is the part that just drew me right in. He gives music examples of how the feeling of this card should go along with some of this music. And I played all of them, and I'm right in that space. I feel like I'm sitting right there with the spirit he connected with, and I'm channeling that same spirit. Brahms' third movement from the Piano Quintet 34. Chopin's Polonaise in C sharp minor. Rodgers and Hammerstein's Shall I Tell You What I Think of You from The King and I. I don't even know how to pronounce that one. Shostakovich's Prelude number 6. Netta's Toy and Meghan Trainor's No. So just in that one card, you can see the range of what we're going to be going through. There's all kinds of different music types. And you don't have to like everyone. You don't have to listen to everyone. If you know one of them, you can pick it out. I will tell you, I listened to everyone though, and everyone put me in that spirit of no. And then he goes through the tree, animal, element, chakra, crystals that you can carry around to embody the spirit. The guide, Saturn, Pluto, Scorpio. And then some extra information. Read Greg McGowan's Essentialism, The Disciplined Pursuit of Less. Chapter 11 is all about learning to say no politely. He gives you a chapter of where to go to, guys. I mean, that is 1, 2, 3 pages of information for one card. And not useless information. Sometimes, an author goes on, and I'll try really, really hard not to point to the deck that we go through last every time we do Tarot Tuesday. I love the deck, but that author seems to go on, and sometimes I'm like, what are we talking about now? We're not even talking about the card. This is not that. This is to bring you into the spirit of what this card means and what he channeled when he drew this card. Okay, so I'm not going to go over every card. I am going to show you some just to give you an idea of what we're talking about here. So the second card is yes. And look, it's water. So fire was no, water is yes. That fluidity of water, that is the yes. And I feel that. Don't you feel that? I feel like it's right on the surface. I feel what was channeled. Number 3, higher self. Look at that doodle. That is just a doodle. And some stuff is filled in and some stuff isn't. And what does that mean for you? And is there something different maybe that you'd like to do with it? And these are going to be very, very deep cards. I can see us maybe going through one a week for shadow work time. Something, I don't know. We're going to do something with these cards because they just are amazing. Just amazing. I am so impressed. Look at, this is one of my favorites. Meditate. I can meditate on just the patterns and the colors and the empty space and what's in between the empty space for days. That is one of those images. I think I could just relax my eyes and meditate on that image alone for, you know, a day. Cherish. Oh, gosh. These cards, guys, are just, I can't even describe them. Like I said, I can tell you that I had a preconceived idea of what I was going to think of these cards. And it wasn't bad. I'm not saying that it was a bad preconceived idea. But I thought, oh, that's cute, that little doodle. And you know, that's what he felt at the time. And very nice that he could write that down. And it's going to be a great tool for him. For me, I thought, how am I going to connect with the doodle that he did? But look at, be still. Wow. All I can tell you is when I put on some of the music that he recommends, when I read through what he talks about for this card, and I look, even before I do that, looking at this image, to me, it's like I'm channeling what he did. That be still, I immediately took a breath. Oh, yes, be still. It's like these channeled images that is what be still is supposed to look like. Which is, that's kind of amazing to me. If anything, you know, when I talk about the web of connection that we all have, I'm kind of getting emotional. Whew. Okay, I didn't expect that. It's been an emotional day for me. So when we talk about that web of connection, he knows. I can tell you right now, he knows how to access that web of connection. Because what he accessed is in the card. And all you have to do is reach out and grab that same web and you get it. It's you connect to the spirit that he channeled to connect to this. Which to me is like a miracle. It's an amazing thing to be able to connect to, accept. Just let go and accept. To be able to reach out and connect to that, he knows how to connect to that same web that we connect to, that I connect to, that my goal in life, I feel that my goal in life is to teach you how to connect to that web. Here's a tool to do it. Here you go. Here, I feel like all my life's work is, here you go. This will help you learn how to connect to that web. It's a revelation. I really can't, you know, like I said, I don't want to show every card because it's just a doodle. But it's how to connect to the energy of let go. It is an amazing thing. And all I can tell you is I will be recommending when I'm doing my teaches, now I can't even speak. When I am teaching, and you guys know me, the most important thing to me is not how you do what you do. It's that you learn that connection. Because if you do that, then nothing, I feel like if you can figure out how to do that, how to connect, my job is done. Really, I should just give you these cards and go, here, learn how to connect. And now I'm done. I don't have to do videos anymore because that's my whole goal. And he has channeled that. He has made it so that the connection is right there in front of you. Just reach out. Decide, reach out. And every single means of connection, when we talk about what is a spell to me, it is reaching out, finding that connection, and saying what herb helps you to strengthen that connection. Oh, good. Let's add that into the spell. What smell, what essential oil helps you connect better to that connection? Oh, good. Do that. He has that here. He has the music. Here you go. Listen to this music and see if that connection is stronger. Here you go. Say this affirmation while meditating on this card and see if that connection is stronger for you. He gets it. He gets it. That everything that I teach about, if it works for you, it works. This is it. This is it. He gets it. And he has found a way to help you to get it. Transform. Oh, I love, love, love that. So, all I'm saying is I would give it a shot. If learning how to connect is important to you, give it a shot. I've never in my, how old is Joey? 18. In my 18 years of doing this, I don't think I've ever picked up a deck that I can say, oh my gosh, he gets the same connections as me. He totally gets it. Totally gets it. So, I don't see how I can say anything more about it. I will put all the links in the down bar for you, and I highly encourage you to go out and get a set. Print out the book if you need it printed. Don't print it, just have the PDF around if you don't, because, you know, the trees and all that. I get it. I just am one of those old school people, and I want that book in front of me. And we're going to have to figure something out how we can do some kind of series with these, because he gets it. Thank you, Elrond, for making a deck that is connected to the same I am, the same spirit. Amen. Aho. Blessed be. You get it. Thank you.